definitely got a feel for Eric Bieniemy a bit. I don't know if he's going to be a good head coach in the NFL. I don't know if we're ever going to see if he has the ability to be a good head coach in the NFL. But the guy's situation is similar to a lot of people's probably in their current jobs, myself included. Eric Bieniemy spent a decade on the Chiefs, working his way up the ladder, getting to offensive coordinator, winning 2 Super Bowls. Andy Reid has nothing but glowing things to say about him. But from the outside looking in, everyone just assumes it's Andy Reid and not Eric Bieniemy responsible for the prolific offense that the Chiefs have put together on their way to their 2 Super Bowls and Patrick Mahomes dominating the world. So what can Eric do? He's not getting the head coaching job in Kansas City anytime soon. That's Andy Reid's job. But has he put in enough work to get that promotion somewhere else? And he consistently getting passed over. So what's he been told to do? He needs to make a lateral move, get some different experience, show you can be successful in a different situation. Even myself, I've had to make lateral moves to get different experiences so that when interview time comes for a promotion to show that I have a more diverse skill set. So Eric gets the offensive coordinator gig in Washington. And there's really only 3 ways this is going to go. And first off, Washington is just one of those franchises that things likely aren't going to go well, right? If you look at the history of what's been going on in Washington, it doesn't scream job stability. But does it scream job opportunity? The ideal situation is Bieniemy comes in, lifts that Washington offense, and then NFL teams come calling because not only has he done it in KC for so long, he did it in Washington, of all places. The next ideal situation is he's pretty good in Washington, but the team does terrible. Ron Rivera gets fired, and they promote Eric Bieniemy to the head coaching role. So he gets exactly what he wanted. And the third option, and probably the most likely option, and the option that eventually happens, is Washington is terrible, and they completely clean house, bring in a new coach, and Bieniemy loses his job. So I feel for the guy. He took the risk. He left Kansas City. And now he's sitting on the couch. He'll be doing his interviews, but whether or not he gets a job, we don't know. And he's going to have to watch this weekend his former team in the Super Bowl and potentially getting that 3rd title. And as far as Bieniemy's job in Washington, I didn't watch a ton of Washington tape, but throughout his first 9 games, he had a 66.6 completion percentage and had thrown for 2,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. 9 picks. But when I look at my team, the Jets, and what Hackett's doing with Zach Wilson and company, it looked like Washington maybe was on to something there. But the latter half of the season, the wheels completely fell off the wagon. But, hey, those first 8 games, they scored more than 30 points 3 times. It was a mark they only did once the previous year. So I think if you squint, you can see a definite improvement. But you can see some faults too. Like they were incredibly pass happy. They did not run the ball well or much at all. The offensive line was a sieve. Could Bieniemy had made adjustments, to help out the team, to help out Howell, right? Howell started off hot, throwing it over, getting lots of great experience and development. And then as those wheels fell off, he just kept chucking it. You would have liked maybe him to help out his young quarterback by maybe running the ball a little bit more. Getting some more easier plays for Howell. But I don't know. Maybe they were a victim of game script as well, right? Like, are they always behind, having to catch up and putting it all on the offense? So any Commanders fans out there, let me know how you thought about Bieniemy. If you think he deserves another shot in the NFL, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.